Listen up, YouTube, because what I am sharing with you today is pretty dang cool. We are talking about Angel's Cup. They are a coffee flight subscription. It's coffee tasting, and it's like a game that you play with coffee. I pre-opened the box, and I did a little bit of like digging around and some mystery solving so that I could fully share what the experience is like when you get one of these boxes. And the deeper I dug, the cooler this got. So let me tell you a little bit about them before we get to opening this. Like I said, the name of their company is Angel's Cup. It's a coffee subscription where they will send you 4 samples of completely, you go in and you personalize your choices, medium roast, dark roast, light roast, and then you can choose whole bean, finely ground, or more coarsely ground beans for your samples. So then, oh, and there's the couple pricing things. It goes all the way from $10.99 up to, I think it was $22.99 for this one. And the difference between the two is one is for smaller samples and one is for larger samples. So in each one, you're going to be tasting 4 separate coffees. It just depends on how much of that coffee you would like to taste. So this is really great. Not only did they gamify the whole thing, which I'll get to in a second, but you are blindly tasting the coffee so that you can go into it without bias of brand, bias of flavor profiles. And so then if you like something, you just like it, right? You didn't have that preconceived notion of, oh, it's this brand and I really like it. Or, oh, I typically lean toward coffees with notes of this, that, and the other. So with that being said, this is the black box. Like I said, this is the more expensive tasting of the two, but you'll see in here that the coffee samples are really big, and I chose the finely ground. So when you open it up, excuse me, I was eating some chocolate before this. It felt like, you know. So when you open it up, it looks like this. Oh, and there's an app that goes along with it. So I haven't played around too much with the app yet, but I certainly will because I haven't brewed any of these yet. But there's an app that goes along with it, and I did look at it. And you make a profile, and then it says start a tasting, and you click on it, and then you put in the number of the coffee that you're tasting, and I would imagine a whole lot of magic happens from there. So you open it up, it looks like this. On the top here, that 1, 2, 3 is instructions on what you're doing. So, and then it has the app information there as well. So came with, oh, here you go. Look at this. So you can see some of the screens and how the app works. Try the app. And then on the front here, it says, welcome to the pack. Angel's Cup is like a game you play with coffee. Every sample is a chance to test your coffee tasting skills. If you're new, it might be tough at first, but in no time, you'll start picking up on the subtle differences that make each coffee unique. Tip, look for blueberry and naturally processed coffees, especially from Ethiopia. So that's very cool. It's like wine. I don't know anything about wine. I probably know more about coffee than I know about wine. But it's like wine tasting where you're looking for different flavor profiles and the origin. So these cards, there's 1 card per coffee sample. They're bright and colorful. I love that. But they each have a number on them, and that number is also on the bag of the tasting that you are tasting. And on the front here, you can guess the origin of the coffee. And then if you flip it over on the back, it will tell you the roaster, so the name of the roaster, the origin. I'm like spoilering it for myself when I do this, but I'll never remember. And then there are notes about the coffees. So I won't read them because I do want to be surprised when I do this for myself, but I just wanted to show you what these are. This is to gamify it. And then, as you can see, the coffee samples each have a number on them that corresponds to that card, those cards, and to the app as well. It will tell you the date that it's roasted on, and you can see these are really, like I said, really big samples, and there are 4 in here. So I am absolutely looking forward to doing this. It will undoubtedly result in me buying a bag of coffee, but it will be a bag of coffee that I love, which is important because we've all been stuck with the bag of coffee we don't love. I have one sitting in my cabinet right now, sadly, that I feel I need to go through before I buy anything else. But hopefully this will change my coffee game forever. I am looking forward to seeing what Angel's Cup has to offer me. I will, of course, link them down below so that you can check out their pricing and you can check them out in general. Their website was pretty comprehensive, sleek, pretty. Go look at it. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good day. Bye.